Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Ariete. This tank here, I haven't played in a very long time. Over the time it actually changed quite a bit. Now it has a 5-second reload, and it also has the DM53 shell. Before it used to have the CL whatever shell that you can find here on the Centauro 120. Now it has the regular DM53 shell. Honestly, not that big of a difference, but I guess they did change that some time ago. One thing that I do actually do in this tank is I remove the add-on armor, because it makes it lighter, it makes it easier to get around the place, and a top tier mobility is very important, because if you can't get to the positions you want to get to, then you kind of just die, and that isn't really that optimal, which is to have it removed on both tanks here to save a bit on weight. Alright, for the next battle I'm here on Maginot and I'm about to capture the plane. I'm not sure if I'll actually make it though, because there does seem to be a couple tanks near me here. Now will I be able to make it over here? Maybe? I guess, yes I can. I did hear another tank behind that corner though. It sounded pretty old. Or not really one of those modern things. It could be a Tunguska, but that's quite unlikely. But yeah, maybe it's something like a ZSU-57 or something. Regardless, I'm not going near that for now. I'm gonna do a big turn around here and hopefully be able to yeah, sneak up on him from a different angle. Alright, so as you can see in the kill feed, it clearly was a Tunguska. So it would have been pretty dangerous to push that thing side on. I do know he's right here though, so you know, I can just get rid of him just like that. And then get out of here, because there is a tank right there. And oh, that doesn't get rid of his breach. That's not good. Well, let's quickly run away here. And maybe I'll go to the B point now, because I don't really feel like going towards their spawn. Alright, I did just see a tank right there. Did he see me? Yeah, he did actually. That's not great. What I can maybe try though. Oh, okay, I can't shoot through that. Yeah, that's not great. There we go, wonderful. And just like that, we can kill him. It really is that easy. Now, I don't really know how he knew I was there. Maybe he just saw me in the corner of his eye or something. Regardless, I'm gonna try and go to the B point now and see what kind of tanks are there. I'm not gonna capture the zone because, yeah, that'll kind of alert them that I'm there. But I want to sneak up on them first before doing that. Alright, there is another tank there. Looks like it's a Leopard 2A4. Will I be able to see him? Yes, there was a Kampfwagen. I think that was over there as well. Seems to still be alive. I'm not sure how long that'll be the case, because he is getting shot by some friendlies. But, you know, it's better to check it out here. There we go. And now the B point should be clear. Alright, now there is a bit of a problem. Getting out of the B point is a bit of a problem, because you kind of have to go into the open, which isn't very nice. So I'm going to try and make it to these houses here in front and then see kind of what happens. There's at least one tank here that's scouted, so we should definitely pay attention to that. Probably something like a T-80 or whatever. There we go, he's dead. And there's also an SPA, probably a Tunguska. Kind of saw his tracers there before. So we could try seeing what that's all about. Just saw a gun muzzle thing, muzzle flash, whatever, right there as well. And the A point's being decaptured, so should probably go look at that later on. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, I mean, there's one tank right there. I can always get a shot from behind, because that's where the enemy spawn is. And, yeah, that's a bit difficult to go after. Yeah, I can't really see him properly. There we go, that's him dead. Okay, yeah. I kind of got in the way there, and the problem is I'm scouted, or not really scouted, but I'm spotted for the enemy now, and supposedly there's a guy behind me, so that's not exactly ideal. I'm gonna repair my track here, and then I'll have to see what I can do. What the hell? That's a bomb, isn't it? Now, there's definitely a really big problem in this map that it's really easy to spawn camp, because once they capture a point, they can kind of just look at this entire bottom area. You have to be really careful, like, not to just carelessly push in front of this hill. But that's easier said than done, because I can't just stay here the entire match. So I guess I kind of just have to hope and pray that nothing happens to me, which is always a rather unsafe strategy. But you know what? We'll just have to hope and pray that nobody sees me. Alright, see a TS-38 there, kind of have to spot my friendly leopard, or, you know, let my friendly leopard know that he's there, because he would have kind of annihilated him. He's dead now, so that's good, and hopefully that means that we can go cap the point. Oh no, he isn't dead. What am I saying? There we go, power system, electronics. I'm not sure if that actually prevents him from shooting, but since he isn't really doing anything, I'm assuming that I can just push him now. That guy there is dead, and I don't really hear anybody else, so it should be safe to push. The problem is I might just get cast, because I might just be scouted. Alright, now I can actually spawn in a nuke now. The problem is, I'm not sure if there are any planes. Looks like there are still some planes, so oh, never mind. The Su-30 just died, so maybe I can actually just spawn. Okay, well I got his FCS, but he can still shoot because he has commander override. So yeah, it's not great. And okay, well for some reason that doesn't penetrate his turret. Fair enough. Maybe I just shot a bit too optimistically. Luckily for me, it means that I can spawn in a nuke with minimum fuel, so that's great. Alright, for this next battle, I'm going to be getting triggered at my friendlies, because they're kind of in the way of me shooting the tanks that are shooting them. But other than that, I'm going to be hopefully shooting a couple more people. There we go, there's already 2 tanks right over there. Here's something like a leopard in front of me, but I can't really do anything about him right now. And, you know, I'm not even in the best of positions. I would like to... Oh shit. I would like to help repair my friendly here, but it's a bit difficult to do that if I have to completely expose my entire rear here. And you know what? It's not looking too good right now. Now thankfully this tank does actually come with a 5-second reload. So far I didn't really have to use it. Actually maybe on the Puma I did use it, but yeah, there is at least one Leopard 2A4 on the other side here. And I don't really have any free artilleries to call. I just have to hope and pray that my friendly there kind of does this job, covers that rear end, while I can cover this end right over here. Alright, there we go, back up to full power, and there we go, we just got rid of that guy. Honestly, this game's basically over now as long as we can keep a hold on their spawn, because there's really going to be nothing too interesting happening anymore, so that is not. Now, one thing that is happening is that they're capturing the B point here, so I actually kind of want to go check that out. There is a tank here, though, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not actually quite sure. But regardless, I'm getting lazed right now, and I really don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm going to quickly pop a bit of smoke there and see what's happening over here, because there are quite a lot of scout markers. Oh. There we go. Get rid of him. Quickly back up, because as far as I know, maybe that Puma is still alive. He doesn't seem to be in front of my guns, but, you know, you never really know where one could hide. And, oh, this is a very bad position. Okay, there we go. And let's try and see if we can find any tanks over here. Alright, there is a Vladak Panzer there. Now, he's probably still in spawn protection, so I won't actually shoot him. Oh, that's not good. There we go. And as far as I know, this game is basically over. I'm getting lazed by something. It could be a helicopter or a cast plane or something. But I should be safe. Alright, for this next battle, I am here on North Holland, and yeah, I'm trying to looking for enemy players here. Seems to be maybe a couple here over to the left. The problem is I don't really like going here, because, you know, the enemies can kind of look over the walls and shoot me when I can't see them. There we go, got that guy's transmission, but I can't really damage anything more, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Okay, fair enough. Well, it looks like I won't have to care about him anymore. Guess what I can do is maybe try and see if there's any activity going on up there, because yeah, this area is kind of already saturated with a lot of friendlies. Alright, got our SDS and an orange breach. That's better than nothing. Did that guy see me? Maybe. Maybe not. There we go, there's that guy dead. gonna go hunt down that T-80 now that I just shot. Thing is, he might just be able to shoot me if I'm not careful. So yeah, I should probably go after him really quickly here. Or he's just completely clueless. That also works. BMP-2M spawned in there as well, so I should probably pay attention to that. There we go, he's going over to the right. So let's just be ready to shoot his turret. There we go. And I think I'm a bit too close to their spawn now, so I'm just going to slowly back out of here, probably behind this hill. Just to put some distance between me and their spawn. This thing's reverse gear is really good actually. Wow, look at this. Yeah, well I hear at least one leopard above me here. I'm gonna go right next to the mountain so that he'll have a really hard time pushing me. He's also just not looking at me, so I can just hold W now. Got his breach. Is there anybody else here? I don't really see anybody. Not sure if that was a tank right there or not. Okay, he's dead. And I don't really see anybody else. Let's quickly back up here. Check the kill feed, and yeah, most of the enemies are already dead, so that may just be this game. Alright, there we go. Got that guy's cannon breach, so I can just safely push him now. Hopefully nobody steals my kill. Okay, fair enough. Guess my loader was dead. Which is actually surprising, I only got my loader that time. There's also a helicopter lasing me, or something lasing me, so I'm just going to quickly go behind this building here. And yeah, there we go. It's actually a really successful game. Alright, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Overall, I think this tank is actually pretty nice to play. You know, its armor isn't really worth talking about, but its reload does really help, and its mobility isn't exactly terrible either, so overall I think it is actually a tank worth grinding out. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one then. Bye bye.